All right, cross time college football show, gentlemen. College football playoff quarterfinal week. How are we doing? In sandwich between New Year's and Christmas. First, DCot, I'll go you since you're on my screen first.
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. We got 4 games coming up this weekend. We've had great NBA on the over the Christmas holiday. NFL is crazy. Fantasy football is just piping up. Man, I got zero complaints right now. Yeah, other than the fact that I'm in the dark, I'm on German Church Road, on my way to Washington Street, almost home, but had to show my boys love, man, and couldn't pause the thing any longer, man. So I'm in a good place.
JB?
He wanted to make sure he was on time. Man. I told him we could have pushed the show back, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, but no, man, show can't stop, man. So here we are. Like, no, man, happy holidays to everyone, man. Of course, man, you know, Christmas is my favorite, and even the days after. So, you know what I'm saying, I have that holiday feeling. If not, you know what I'm saying, all the ham that I gotta consume and cake, you know what I'm saying, leftovers, man. So, you know what I'm saying, we
That's
are
what's up.
definitely. I think I took like 3 power naps today. It was like I was like watching the Cubs game. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime, man. You know what I'm saying? 3 power naps, man. So,
Oh
but no, man.
shit!
I know. You know what I'm saying? We're talking college football tonight for sure. I know we're probably. DCot done already said something about the NBA, man. So I know we'll. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of cross over just a little bit, but like now, you know what I'm saying? And there's been some other bowl games that have been. You know what I'm saying, worthwhile watching. My personal opinion, I know everybody on here don't necessarily think so, man, especially with Lane Train leaving the game early yesterday
Yeah, beat
after
traffic.
I don't know, man. It was supposed to be a Go Tigers pavement. You know what I'm saying? To the Houston Cougars. Are you serious? You know they not good, man. Come on, man. You know they wasn't
I
gonna
ain't
do
gonna
that.
get started with you, but we saw all we needed to see in the first half. That's not gonna be his team. We
Well,
bounced. We're
true
ready
enough.
for next
Hey
month.
man, I'm not gonna refute that in any type of way, man. But don't you ever think no team from Texas is ever gonna lay down or anything like that. But like no, man. Outside of that, man, BYU and Georgia Tech, that was a serious game, man. They didn't necessarily have a whole lot of people.
Pop
You know, they
Tart.
had some. You know, it was Pop Tart Bowl, man. So you can kind of laugh at that. And they was out there roasting Pop Tart on the
Mm-hmm.
grill, but like nah, man, they didn't have too many people that significant people that didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Bear Brockmeyer goes out there and throws for 300 plus. And that's kind of significant, man. If you kind of know, you know what I'm saying, what his maturation is kind of going to look like
Future
going
Pittsburgh
forward.
Steeler.
You know what I'm saying, with BYU. He ain't transferring. He ain't transferring, man. The coach is staying there and he ain't staying. But like, no, man, that was a pretty good game. But like, other than, I don't know where y'all want to start at. If y'all want to preview, you know what I'm saying, some of the games that kind of coming up, or you want to, you know what I'm saying, go backtrack and look at some of these other bowl games, man. I know Brandon don't want to talk about
Um,
the Mag Bowl for sure. Where you want to
yeah,
start?
let's start first. I think before we go to the bowl games, we'll start with the big news that happened. That finally the shoe fell. Kyle Whittingham, who left Utah, is now named the what
Brandon.
27th head coach now at Michigan.
They
So Whittingham
they knew
takes over
Brandon.
at Michigan. Welcome to the Big Ten. He went
Did you know
down
Brandon?
to Orlando to meet with the team
Did you know?
before their game coming up on the 31st against Texas. Thoughts on that, JB? I thought maybe you hold out one more year just with Biff as an interim tag till you find your guy. I felt like they just kind of stumbled into it and said, "Hey, let's put it together."
I'm not shading the hire, but they knew that homie was you know what I'm saying, on short time, and whatever kind of whatever scandal that has arisen with you know what I'm saying, the former coach. Um, that's just a darn shame. But like, I don't know, man. It's kind of interesting, man, that the man that built up Utah is you know what I'm saying, is leaving, and with them kind of get the influx of the money that they got at $2 billion coming straight to the university. That's not to the Big 12. That's to the University of Utah. So there were technically greener pastures ahead of him in
Right.
Utah. You know what I'm saying? That's football coach, but there, you know, he's also the coach that has built. This built this built to build a program in Utah off like older players, and
Right.
like you know, what I'm saying, I would say it's hard.
Veterans.
It's definitely going to be easier. It's going to be easier for him to build. You know, so he got a quarterback already. That you know, what I'm saying, that would be lights out. You know, what I'm saying, like how he had it with the last quarterback he had in Utah. You know, what I'm saying, for 6 years. You know, what I'm saying, but like a dual threat. So you kind of you gotta like it. I mean, no, kind of you gotta like the hire. As far as and they said it. They said in the presser they want to get away from any type of Jim Harbaugh era and whatnot. And I know I jokingly say never lie, never cheat, never steal, but like every coach that that was underneath Jim Harbaugh, at least 4 or 5 of them has had some type of scandal in their personal life since he's left, man. So good hire for Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Like I said, I think it's okay, but yeah, I think it's all right. I just felt like maybe the talent pool would have been a little bit better next year, but I understand them doing it. It's good quality coach. It was the best that was out there right now. So, DCot.
no, what I was saying was, yeah, you're right. Michigan's had some challenges over the last few years. Whittingham stabilizes what they've had. And that I think that's the big push, right? This guy is a grown man at a grown man university, and he hasn't embarrassed him. He's been out in Utah, so he's been straight laced. He's seen the power of working hard in these situations. So I think Willingham, I don't think he's a great. I mean, could they have gotten better guys? Yes, but I think for what they need, I think Willingham's the guy that they need in this place.
Okay. Definitely will be interesting to see what next. Will Underwood stay? His quote that he put out, I thought was a little sus. That like, can't wait to see what he does with Michigan. Like, what? There was no we there. It was kind of what it does for Michigan. Like, great hire for Michigan. Almost like he's going to be out. And some things I've seen online from some boosters makes it kind of seem like as well that he could be outro.
I don't know what the kid needs convincing, man. Like I said, man, the dual threat type of situations, quarterbacks that he's had in Utah are pale in comparison to like what Underwood has in talent. Underwood needs to cultivate his talent. You know what I'm saying? It's not a pretty picture. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? By any real imagination. You know what I mean? But it's not necessarily pretty. The NFL draft boards, I mean, we can do that deep scouting, man. You know what I'm saying? Mel Kiper don't have him in the top 3. You know what I'm saying? Year after next, man. So, what does that look? What is your development like? You got to play in a significant bowl game, man. I get it, man. And they're gonna play Texas, I think, on the 31st, man. But like you got with some stakes, Underwood, and I'm speaking to him directly, man. So instead of bouncing around to to see there's better fortunes for you, there ain't no better games for you, there ain't no ducking and hide with Michigan. They're gonna play somebody significant in non-conference. They're gonna definitely play some significance in conference because they don't duck Ohio State never. So like I don't I don't know, maybe sometimes kids get bad advice. You know what I mean? And I think I can't even remember what his secondary school was, but I think it might have been. I mean, another school.
It was LSU. He was committed to LSU before he went to Michigan.
Yeah, so but like how and Brandon, and not jokingly, man. Yes, me and you've been back and forth, man. How transactional is that if you go down there?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Lord.
Oh, we got some feedback.
So now just severe thunderstorm warning for here at the house, so it's coming.
Hey, this is Indiana weather, y'all, man. A week and a half ago, we had snow on the ground, and now it's turned to 55, 60, and now we got cold air and warm air mixing, and it's tornado warning.
Yeah, so we hopefully we don't go off the air over here on my side because it's getting ready to hit here soon.
Okay.
I think one thing, John, that could be interesting. This is my hot take. Is I know Dillingham did not go to Michigan, and I said that was career suicide for him to stay at an Arizona State and not take the Michigan job. If Underwood does leave, I have a strong feeling that Levitz from not Levitz, oh boy, from Arizona State, the QB, help me out there.
That's him, Sam Levitt.
Levitt will end up being a Michigan Wolverine quarterback up there. I think that is a very strong possibility of happening. Coach may not have gone, but the player's going to go. You can clip that, and once it comes true here soon, we can be able to play this over back. But I think Levitt ends up being a Michigan Wolverine here if Underwood decides to depart.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. It's going to be very interesting, man. Very interesting.
looking at games, looking at some of the games, like I said, you talked about the Pop-Tart Bowl. Probably for me, the best game to watch was that game, just based on people that were still playing in it. We did not do our pick 'em for a lot of the bowl games, just because coach is not playing, players not playing, people not giving a shit out there for that.
Yeah.
So we kind of avoid doing that. But it's kind of killed a little bit of the bowls. It's not, they haven't been as sexy, right? I think I've only watched maybe 2 bowl games so far. Just
Okay.
because
Yeah. Well,
I watched a little bit. I watched the first half of the LSU game, and then I watched the whole Pop-Tart Bowl. So
yeah, I watched Eastern Carolina and Pitt, man. Shame on me, man. And what Pitt put out there, you should never consider yourself a Power 5. You should never consider yourself a Power 5, man. Losing Eastern Carolina in that fashion. I hope we get some heat from that, Brandon. You can clip that. Pitt Panthers. You're better than that. You're better than that.
Hey, so with that said, right? So Pitt Panthers started off really, really strong. They had some really tough losses at the end of the season, right? And East Carolina, right? Where does the University of Pittsburgh go at this point? They were an up and comer, as we were talking. Now they were a down and downer. I'm not saying they were looking at the national championship.
The influx. I think some of these players some of this will come down to earth, and players will find out that their NFL grade isn't necessarily as high as they thought it was, and maybe the grass is not necessarily green on where you thought you was going to. So there'll be some, some pushback. People will kind of fall back into place. Pitt, Pitt did get high in the ratings this year. And as far as it kind of looks like, as far as the ACC is considered, man, they're going to get a seat at the table. So you would want, athletic department of Pitt, how can we do better, since it's seemingly going to get even more competitive, with Virginia Tech, with that hire, and Bill Belichick ain't necessarily going away, believe it or not. So, and I know, man, I'm going down the line. The homie from Clemson, man. You talk about somebody who got some bad tape.
Klubnik?
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even find it. I couldn't even find the homie's presser. You know what I'm saying? Dabo Sweeney, I couldn't even find it, man. So
what's up with Dabo, man?
There's a lot on the
what does he do, JB? What does he do?
He's a survivor. Let's remember this. He's a survivor. Dabo has at least 3 first rounders, and he'll pull a Calipari out of his back pocket. Dabo got at least 3 first rounders, a linebacker, the wide receiver, and a cornerback that are going to play in the NFL. What I'm saying? It'll be immediate. You know what happened the last 2 seasons? His kid did not have it. His kid looked the part. His quarterback room looked the part, and he does not, because of what I want to give you 2 credence, because you're critical on Dabo not entering the portal and try to build that way.
That was
his
me.
His quarterback room is not as good as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? As it needs to be. So that kid, he's tall, but I think I can throw better than him. Be honest with you, man. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So he just held on to he held on too long. Yeah. Klubnik not gonna be no Pittsburgh Steeler. Klubnik not gonna be no. He could be a Klubnik not gonna be. Klubnik not gonna be no coach. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know how Nick no NFL did that, but not that.
To him.
Every time I hear Levis, I think of Will Levis and the effing mistake that the Tennessee Titans made in keeping him over that young man that played in Green Bay last night. What a huge mistake.
Willis.
Levis has a bigger arm, but Levis does not have the acumen of a quarterback. He showed that in his rookie season, continuing to throw the ball away in bad spots. And I'm telling you, man, that dude in Green Bay, yeah, man, he's going to make a lot of money. And a lot of people on our show earlier today talked about, is this the guy the Colts go after? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to
let you guys talk. Colts are about to do a tornado warning here in Westfield, so I need to go make sure the wife's prepared.
Hey, tell the fellow saying what's up. If she wants to get on with us to calm her nerves, we're all in.
Yeah,
Y'all keep
shut the
talking for a
door.
minute. I'm gonna go down and talk
Shut
to her
the
real
door,
quick. Make sure
AF.
she's in the know. So just keep talking.
Do your
Yeah, man,
thing.
Live
get
radio,
Toto.
folks.
Get Toto up in there, man. We can't
So
have
what
none
you
of that,
think,
man.
JB? Will
gonna wake
Levis.
up.
Will Levis made a mockery out of things. You got our guy that's in Green Bay who will not be there next year. I don't think, because I think his
Patrick,
contract
you talking
expires
about Willis?
this year. Yeah,
You talking about the Willis kid?
Willis. Yeah. What do you think?
Again, I think like a lot of times, man, quarterbacks don't necessarily, especially in the NFL, they're not gonna give you no chance to be Jonathan Bender, out here and sit on the end of the bench
Hey
and
man,
develop.
why you see?
That
Listen,
ain't no
you know
more.
how I feel about Jonathan Bender, man. You
Well, I'm
know
just
how I
saying,
feel about
like
Jonathan Bender.
the clipboard quarterback is no more. Remember, I know we were very good at memory. They even put the homie from the original Tennessee Titans. He was on clipboard for a year before he got the reins. God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? So the clipboard quarterback, where
McNair. Yeah.
he gets,
Remember,
So
was it a year and a half with McNair?
yeah,
It was almost
yes,
a year and a half, right?
yes. But
Think
when he
about
came
the
in,
wins that they
he
got.
showed, show great poise, and show improved. You know what I mean? He won games. You know what I mean? But like that, those years are over, and they kind of expect. I think didn't Ears play for Miami today? Yeah,
Matter of fact, not only did he play, he played well. They won the game against Tampa
yeah.
Bay. Now, mind you, listen,
it's
Tampa Bay knew and understands that the game that they needed to win was next week, because they knew that Carolina going into Seattle wasn't going to be really good for them, and they knew the big win was going to be next week at home, by the way. So I'm not putting a lot of stock in Quinn Ewers playing well over the fact that Tampa Bay realizing we need to put our eggs in the basket next week, not this week.
Well, the evaluation, I already kind of know what the evaluation on yours was. Like, he's often injured, and you know what I'm saying, they thought he's going to be a too long, and he held the ball too long type of quarterback, and no NFL team wants to take that kind of risk. But again, end of the season, they kind of put that out there. I'm kind of, I tip my hat to the kid. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I just seen a couple clips. I didn't see the, you know what I'm saying, full game or anything like that. But I couldn't believe it that Ewers was out there, and he's a 7th round pick. That's crazy.
Yeah, but the tough part about it is, man, and I shared it on one of our shows. I said, we rush these quarterbacks to the field because of finances, right? But it's a flip side, right? If you wait a year and a half versus forcing a guy out there, not forcing him, but saying, hey, you're our guy, I think you can get bigger dividends. This isn't the Peyton Manning days of 1998 where you just throw him
And
out
even
there.
DCot, even that, if people remember, man, that was a 1-4-13, whatever. That wasn't,
Yeah.
Now, the second and third year, like, saying you saw it. But like the first year, he was like, oh man, I guess we did take the right pick, but quarterback needs to develop.
But he had the lineage, right? He, his daddy, his family had that, right? But also
and playing big games in college, and he played in big games in college too. Sure.
The coach protected him, man. They protected him. Yeah, he threw 20 some odd interceptions, but they protected him. And the other thing is, he came in the draft where there was a guy named Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was getting all that energy. Oh, this is the golden boy. Remember how he talked to I think it wasn't the
he put up some numbers.
Pre-draft camp. He called him the golden boy, dismissing of him. Man, he couldn't have came in a better time than when he came in 98, coming off the heels of Ryan Leaf. Remember, San Diego said, hey, whoever they don't get, we'll pick. And I think that Peyton Manning was the perfect guy for this city.
Oh yeah, it lined up. It lined up. All shucks, and you know what I'm saying, the Hoosier hospitality is lined up.
Yeah. So I think this it's we don't want to do that, man. And I know they want to say, hey, this guy's got 5 years and we've got to get him on a quarterback friendly contract because we don't want to do the Brock Purdy, right? I get it. But man, can you imagine just being a little bit more patient? Give him a year and see what you can get.
Well, I
If
know
Texas
Brandon.
would,
Everything good at the house.
For now. Yeah. I mean,
Okay. All right.
it's still coming, but
All right. Just making sure. Just making sure,
yeah.
man.
So let me
she's
ask you,
down there getting the area ready just in case.
think about what they did with Willis in Tennessee. If they'd have been a little bit more patient with Willis.
Oh my God, Buffalo.
Well,
Sorry,
hey,
Buffalo's just making a huge run on the Eagles right now.
Good.
But,
they need.
Good.
They
Well, I
need
saw
Brandon.
Jalen today, so
Brandon,
good.
they need to. Brandon, I
no,
know
they
this is
don't. I don't want the Steelers to have a possibility of playing in for the third straight time in the playoffs to lose.
Brandon, you can't listen. Was that the Pittsburgh Steelers that we watched today, or was that some electronic tech? I don't know what that was. What was that? What was that? I don't. That was an amalgam. What was that? That was an
Lose fifth.
abomination.
Yeah, they failed. They won. It's a matter next week. We're going to play next Saturday night, 8:15. You watch when the schedule comes out. 8:15, we're going to take on the Ravens for the AFC North title. But we'll get to the NFL.
Let's see TV.
We may talk a little NFL possibly. But DCot, I do have to ask you because it's on my list, switching gears a little bit. Your hate, no, I don't want to see your hatred. Your disgust
He's the emperor. He hates it.
and fuck, I'll use hate. Hate for the Diego Pavia situation more and more.
I knew that was coming.
You got a 2-minute rant here.
He was-
Ready? Go.
Look, man, listen.
He wasn't
It's
extra
really
year.
simple.
He
It's
wasn't
really
extra year
simple,
to
dude.
play.
As a
He
guy,
wasn't extra year to play football.
yeah,
No
listen,
way.
as a guy who's coached, I mean, let me go to Diego's thing first, right? So he joined a lawsuit, JB, that is requesting additional years of guys who had a potential COVID years or based off of the NCAA's unwillingness to make a stand. So he is joining the lawsuit to say, hey, I need another year. I need another year. This is the same guy who Heisman posed, right? So
Right.
one of the things I said early on was he wants to strike while the iron is hot. I can't blame the guy for that, but he realizes in this climate, all his nut grabbing, his Heisman pose, his disrespect of others, his disrespect of players, his remember you saw the video where he practiced the kneel down at Tuscaloosa, all those things. He knows he's not good enough to play.
In the
He
next
can't
level.
play at the next level. He is a UFL player. And so we can talk all the mess we want.
Touchdown.
He was leveraging what he knows, what we love. We love controversy, disrespect, and that's what he's leveraging. Why did he tie on with Johnny Manziel? Right. Man, this dude is not the Timu version of Johnny Manziel. This dude is 5'6", a McTryhard that Dion said he didn't want. Fact. We can play feelings all we want. Fact.
Right.
He wants another year because he knows his 15 minutes of fame is about up. He's going to go. He's going to be an undrafted player going into somebody's camp. You don't disrespect the Heisman Trophy committee. You don't disrespect an Indiana team that's done nothing to you. You ain't played them.
Right.
The guy, you know what? He's Hispanic like you. Talk about, well, I won't even go there. Talk about crime. And you're going to sit there and have the audacity to disrespect Indiana like that? They ain't do nothing to you.
I didn't understand that at all.
When you were in Tuscaloosa, when you grabbed your crotch and said, F y'all and F all y'all fans.
T-Town.
Yeah.
I got no love for him at all. You know why? Not because the next person that says I'm a hater, I'm going to go in on.
Nah, because, hey, man,
the
NCAA allowing, like,
real quick, let me not just out and I'll be done.
No, go ahead.
I don't respect or appreciate lack of respect. When I was coaching, when I was raising 3 sons, you don't look at me as a male, man, whatever you want to call it, and disrespect your opponent. I told Tornado, this is back when Tornado was killing them. This is from probably age 6 to 14. Kill him. Playing at Jeff Teague's spot on the west side called the Factory, holding his own.
All right.
Unfortunately, he lost his love and all that. You would never, whenever Darren, his name is Darren, whenever he disrespects an opponent, I'm snatching him. I'm snatching him. And I did that. And people say, why would you do that to your son? He's the best player. No, I don't care. You don't disrespect your opponents. So when Pavia, Asalo Vega, whatever you want to call him, when you do that, I got no love for you. So he can go pound sand and he can kiss my ass, man. This is our show,
No, man,
not his.
I don't listen here, y'all. I'm for
No love. Sorry, I'm a little
I'm
fired
for
up.
college players having a platform. I'm for college players getting paid. But like once the eligibility thing is over, and once you've learned your craft, and you said I want to go to the NFL or I want to go to the NBA, because those are the highest levels. And I get it. The NCAA is allowing European professional basketballs to come over. They didn't allow some daggone G leaguer because like the G League tonight, nobody watched the games, man. So like, there's really no tape on this kid, man. He made a bad decision. He made a bad decision. He made a bad decision and became a third round draft pick. And there's only there's only 2 rounds of the NBA draft. You feel me? But like, no, he got drafted and it didn't work out, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily good enough. So the NCAA, but what kind of irritates me is, man, we're getting into an eligibility thing and like an age thing, and I that's where I kind of want to draw the line. Like, if you 25, bro, and you talking about you a college back, like, no, you not college foot, no, you not, you dude, you a super senior, no, you not.
I like that. Super.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it irritates me, but they're telling the truth in real time. Patino and Calipari said we're not recruiting freshmen no more. Or, Patino said, and they said not recruiting freshmen. And I'm like, that's what this is all about. Like, I you know what I'm saying? And I you know what I'm saying? I want the 18, 19-year-old to grow into whatever he or she's supposed to be. You feel me? And the program, and then the program to have some type of, I'm not. If NCAA allows him to come in, that's like a loose cannon. You don't want that. You don't want that on campus. You don't want that in your playoff. You don't want that around your Heisman. You're gonna get hype from the Heisman. Always. You're gonna get hype and reviews and TV. You're gonna get hype from the college football player for 14, 18, 14, 10, 24. You're gonna get hype. You're not bigger than a program. This ain't professional wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And he tries to take this type of act to the NFL. Like, hey, man, you be Cam Scatterboo out there for 6 games. You be out there like Jackson Dart for the half a season. You be acting, you know what I'm saying? I think you can play. To push back a little bit. I think you play. I think you play in the NFL. Not necessarily start or anything like that, but like he play in the NFL. But like, man, that's not gonna work in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You act like a star. You act like a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? That lost control, and you ain't proved nothing. So like, man, I hope whatever machines he has fails, and maybe we can see him with the Memphis Showboats next season. Because I do watch UFL games on Saturday, man, when I'm sweeping the floor. I do.
Hey, I don't want bad things for him. I just want it to be realistic, right? There's a lot of talk about, well, he's confident. No, that's not confidence. That's arrogance. This dude, there's multiple videos of him being overtly disrespectful.
Yeah,
you're not that good, bro. Deion told you no. Deion Sanders told you no.
Are you?
Sorry, man.
We good? We ready?
No love for that, man. No love for that. I know, Brandon, you got some share, but I just want to you just can't do that, man. You just can't. Hey, JV, Brandon's concerned, man. He might have to go into
a incomplete pass. They went for 2 to tie it or to win it instead of tie it. Eagles are going to probably win 13-12. Josh Allen scored a touchdown on 4th and goal, and then they went for 2 instead of tying the game and incomplete.
Well, there goes MVP.
Here's what's important. Brandon, how much is that your last leg of the parlay? Or is that your first leg?
That's the middle. I need the Bears tonight. So
I'm watching all of that game. I've got some fantasy implications there. Come on, Brock Purdy.
Let's dive in. We got about a half hour left. Let's dive in. College football quarterfinal number 1 on New Year's Eve. Cotton Bowl number 10, Miami taking on number 2, Ohio State. Ohio State currently right now 9.5 point favorites. I I think I would agree that all three of us believe Ohio State kind of, I don't want to say cruises, but Ohio State would advance in this game.
Man, you don't want to listen to a bunch of people talking back and forth because that'll mess your mind up. But what I saw with Ohio State and Indiana, right, with a team that doesn't nearly have the depth that Ohio State has, is there a chance with Miami with their speed, their quarterback who's played in big games before, wins a 17-13 game? Is there a chance?
I just don't think with their against Ohio State's defense. Ohio State defense is great. I just don't think Miami struggled. Let's not forget some of their losses, right?
Yeah.
And what put
It's
them
season,
on. Yeah. So this is gonna be the best defense they've seen
They
all
look
year.
like they almost look like a different team against A&M, though.
Well, who's
They
A&M
almost look
played?
like-
That's what DCot's gonna say, and I'm gonna agree with it.
But I'm with you. But you know what I've said about A&M? I felt they were the best team in the SEC all year. I think their quarterback pissed the bed. I think their coach pissed the bed. And I think that last drive, him throwing that lollipop, because the receiver was open. He throws a lollipop, right? So, and you're at your home, you're at 104,000 fans, and you lay that egg, man.
That
I
was
think
bad
Miami
for Texas.
came in and said, "We're going to show y'all something." And here's what I believe: when you're talking 18 to 22-year-olds who got something to prove, that's dangerous. My only challenge with Miami is: are you smart enough to play football and not emotional football? These dummies have made more penalties in the wrong time. I call them dummies because what I mean by that is this: you allow the emotion to take over your feelings for the game. And that's what Miami's done. You're talking about 3rd and 7, you're offsides. Now it's 3rd and 2. You got 3rd and 2 on offense. It's you make the play, and guess what? Just like the Raiders tonight. Oh, illegal procedure. That's what I worry about Miami. Do you play if they play discipline? They're the second or third highest penalized team in the Power 5. Can you change that narrative in one game?
Right.
I don't know that
and can they contain, what I'm saying, the combination of what Julian saying and Jeremiah Smith can potentially put out there offensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ohio State got a good defense too. You know what I'm saying? So
they
got
about 5 pros over there, and everybody know I love Caleb Downs, right? Man, I got talk about a crush, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I don't
for me,
but if he would never have left, oh man.
Yeah, for me, it kind of comes down to that the elite type of playmakers they're going to be that are still left in this game. Ohio State has a little bit more on them.
Yeah.
I expect, but I do expect a close game. So, as you know, Ohio State can pancake some people and make it look embarrassing. I don't necessarily think it looks embarrassing against
9.5, JB.
Michael Irvin.
9.5.
Michael Irvin will be losing his mind if it gets embarrassing. So,
Can we all agree on this? And none of us have an allegiance for Ohio State or Miami. But wouldn't it be nice to see Miami win and Michael Irvin does his Michael Irvin? I would love to see this dude with the T-shirt he had on, the V-neck that was like, can you, maybe just me.
We'll probably see enough. We'll probably see enough, you know what I'm saying, of the beard, you know what I'm saying, and that mascara roll.
Here's the deal. If they beat Ohio State, the next college football show that we do, Jonathan Birdsong has to do the first 5 minutes of the show as if he's Michael Irvin. With that impression.
Oh, can you do that, JB?
Wait a minute.
JB, can you do
that? I'm Jonathan Birdsong.
The head, the whole thing.
Join me, Brandon Reed DCot. This is Sunday night. I'll do it. Yeah. If they win, man, yeah, I'll do it just like that.
Do it.
I'm not doing no lines though. I'm not doing no lines.
No lines. No lines. We ain't going there. This is a family show.
Oh, damn. Well, let me play the soundbite real quick. Wow. All right. Yeah, I think Ohio State gets it done. in that game. I'm going to say fairly easy, but Miami keeps it up halftime, probably. I still think top 9's a little high. 9.5's a little high. I thought it might be around
what side
8.
you on? What side you on, Brandon?
I'm not going to go against the beard. I think I'll have them ready. They're pissed off the way that Big Ten championship game ended, so I'm going to take Ohio State minus 9.5. There's your spoiler, John, for our show.
Prepared.
For who I'm taking on that one. The next one is the Orange Bowl on Thursday, January 1st, 12 o'clock high noon. We have a college football game, playoff game. Number 5, Oregon. Number 4, Texas Tech. Oregon 2.5-point favorites. I kind of agree with it. I had Oregon picked to win this game in our brackets already. So I do like Oregon here to pull the upset of the number 4 seed, Texas Tech.
Is it an upset? Because
Seeding wise,
the reason why I say that is it because I think that Oregon has depth, right? They've got the coach and they've got the play. And my concern is while Texas Tech thumped the BYU team, this is a additional 3 steps playing Oregon with speed. I think it's going to be closer than maybe a lot of people think, but I think Oregon wins because of the depth of their roster. That's what I think wins the game.
Okay.
I really hope this game gets into the 20s and it's post pounding towards the end. Man, these two teams are kind of equal in many regards. Man, Texas Tech got a defense probably shut down the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the 7-on-7.
Damn.
Just on the 7-on-7. On the 7-on-7. On the 7-on-7. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? Not in the full game. Not in the full game. But Texas Tech got a good defense. Oregon got a great offense and you know what I'm saying, solid defense for the, you know what I'm saying, pretty solid analytically themselves. So you see the homie when the homies start cranking the headpiece, man, look out from, you know what I'm saying. But I don't necessarily think they become duck sauce here. But right, yeah, you know, Dan Lanning, he start cranking he start cranking that headpiece. I know if I had to give a pick, it would probably be for me Texas Tech because I watched them in the Big 12 all year, and like I said, I've seen them take. You know what I'm saying? Brett Brockmeyer last night went off, and they shut Brett Brockmeyer down. And he has a lot of talent. He has a, you know, again a little bit learning curve, you know what I'm saying, as he matures. But Texas Tech can take you out of the game. So I would kind of lean towards them. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I know I'm a pro Big Tenner, but I would kind of lean towards them winning this game. But I think it's going to, you know what I'm saying, if it gets into the 20s, man, my heart's going to be thumping.
Game number 3, Thursday. The Alabama Crimson Tide, number 9 seed, taking on the Indiana Hoosiers, number 1 seed, Rose Bowl. Current line IU minus 6.5.
Is he sweating? That man ain't sweating, is he? No way.
Hey, the number hasn't changed. The number hasn't changed since last week.
It was 7.
4 losses.
It's just a little bit towards Bama.
This is tough for me, man. Listen,
4 losses.
I was born a Hoosier. Right? And I love Bloomington. I love the Hoosiers. I don't like Purdue. Man. I don't like Notre Dame. I don't like Vincennes. I like the Hoosiers, right?
Vincennes.
I'm talking about state of Indiana. For me, I call it a pick 'em. I said it on the show earlier. I call it a pick 'em. And I think the big determining factor will be this. Alabama's got off their last 3 games against talented opponents. They've got to a slow start. Auburn, Georgia, and Oklahoma, all talented defenses. They got off to a slow start. If they do that against Indiana, they may get the wheels blown off of them in Pasadena. My concern is Bama's back healthy. They've got their defensive tackle this back. They've got both backup running backs, and they've got Quay Russaw, who's their edge linebackers, back 100%. The only problem for me, I would think that Indiana, it's not a quarterback issue. It's not a defensive issue. I think it's a depth issue. We go back to the same thing with Texas Tech and Oregon. Yeah, you're a good team, but what happens if there's a lot of plays? What happens if there's 70 plays? High stress moments, right? We're in Pasadena, California. Hey, none of those Hoosiers have played in that stadium other than Mendoza, and he was at Cal. That ain't the same. And my concern is if you say, hey, we're ready to roll, and all of a sudden it's third quarter and it's 6 minutes to go and you're down 7 if you're Indiana. Does the doubt come into your head and say, whoa, we're not playing against the players, we're playing against Alabama? How does that affect you when there's decisions to be made on a 3rd and 4 as a coach, as a quarterback, and as a player? Do you get noodle arms or do you keep on fighting the fight like you did against Ohio State? If Indiana plays like they played against Ohio State, Indiana wins the game, and I'm a Bama fan all day and twice on Sunday. But there's no way if Indiana keeps their composure and plays the game they can play, and Mendoza is as accurate as he was against Penn State, against Ohio State, and against Iowa, there's no way they lose that game. And I'll say this last piece of that for my part. I want this winner to win the national title. I can't lose. I can't lose. Think about what we went through with Tyrese in Game 7. Think about what we went through with the Colts at 7-1 starting the season. Think about those things. And you got an opportunity. Whoever wins that game, I'm book it, mark the tape, and you got to clip that. I know what you're talking about, fellas. And you got to say, listen, I want one of those two teams to win it all. The hell with those other teams. I don't like SEC. I don't like the Big Ten. I like Bama. I love Indiana. And I love competitive college football. That's it.
Right.
The hell with the Big 18. The hell with the SEC. Oh, the SEC's lost 3. I don't care. They ain't my team.
John, if Bama loses, how many losses is that for them?
That puts them at 4 losses.
What did you say before the season started, your prediction for Alabama?
I had Bama at 4 losses for darn sure.
Dude, but listen, come on, JB. JB, you said there was regular. So you wasn't, because you didn't think there was going to be a playoff, JB. Come on now. If you had him, hold on, JB. If you had him at 4 losses, you didn't have him in the playoffs, JB. Stop it.
I said 4 losses.
Fair, you know
He
what,
did
JB?
say 4 losses. You never said how they would get them.
I love
so, JB,
you,
with that said,
brother, I love you.
What's your thoughts on this game?
Man, as the Thunder is rolling in here on the east side that I'm on, no, man, it'll kind of come down to if Indiana defense can hold a guy, Roll Tide, Ryan Williams, if they can kind of hold him and contain him from the slot receiver position. I don't know if Alabama can contain the Hoosiers on the ground, DCot. They got it. I mean, we can put a lot of focus on Mendoza, and there will be, but the Hoosiers got a ground and pound that was, you know what I'm saying, probably a little bit. It wasn't as good as Notre Dame's, but they got 2 good guys.
They've got better talent than Notre Dame, though. We know that.
That you have to not running back, not at running back. You know, we can overall, but I like kind of what you said there. If you show, and again, if the analytics kind of, Signetti's an analytical guy himself, and make sure that his team is prepped. Like, he's not gonna let Alabama hang up 3 and then go down there and try to score 3 back on them. Like, I'm gonna put 7 on you. You know what I'm saying? So any type of window open, like, he'll put the, you know what I'm saying, he'll put the heater out there so that you know what I'm saying, that it'll look like even bigger that we beat Alabama by 17, 18 points. You know what I'm saying? But if it gets up more than 10, then yeah, I was thinking Indiana's gonna put them running backs into full motion, man, and it'll be like, you know what I'm saying, mud in the water, and Indiana's up, and you be like, damn, man, we ain't got enough time to get in. I think Alabama comes in prepared. Just not to get twisted, man. How much ever jokes my little friend comes over here, bro, makes about the Tide and whatnot, man.
He's in Pasadena already.
Where
he's already there, man.
Is bro on break?
No, he's in Pasadena. He's already reporting from there live.
Yeah, man. So, but like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, there's some playmakers that Alabama has that, like I said, I use defense who analytically was tops in the Big Ten itself. So they I don't necessarily think they're big time scared of big time moments, but you know what I'm saying? How much do they have in left in them after, you know what I'm saying, this time off? I don't necessarily, I don't think these guys are rusty, but like, do they have there's been a whole lot of celebration. So like, do you feel that you made it, or do you need to want more? So I'm hoping the Hoosiers have to want more and keep that more mentality. And like I said, they'll come out with the with the win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last one we have is Thursday night, Sugar Bowl, Ole Miss, number 6, taking on Georgia, number 3. Georgia 6.5-point favorites. I am surprised that this number is this low. I really, really am.
I'll be brief on
Shocking,
mine.
yeah.
Georgia's gonna kick the shit out of Ole Miss.
100%.
They're gonna kick the shit out
Oh,
of them.
wow.
And yes,
You
on our
want
show
to.
is a family
That's
show.
what you want.
I'm telling you now, Georgia has gotten
Yeah.
better all year long. Remember how we talked blank about them on September 27th when they couldn't tackle Bama to save their lives? They ain't missed a tackle in 6 weeks. Georgia in a roll, you know, and the last part of that is because I know who Ole Miss's coach is. I know I wanted him gone on defense when he was celebrating with co-eds for the national title game against Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia in a roll. Roll Georgia
all
all day long and twice on Sunday. Give me Georgia.
Oh Lord.
Give me Georgia.
No, man. I think I had already put my pick in, man. I went with Ole Miss. That locker room. They played Georgia the last time they played Georgia, and Lane was out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them direction, man. It was close. Brandon Reed was on the edge of his seat. I think we were actually podcasting during that time. So in a review, this is like this ain't the Thriller Manila Part 2 or anything like that for them. Because Lane ain't there, so there's a little bit of heat, not, you know what I'm saying, not there. But like I took Ole Miss, man. I know that it's not gonna be easy. Kirby Smart will have his team prepared to go to the end. I promise you. This is what he got his whole. I don't think you know what I'm saying. I know kind of things kind of get lost in the jumble of and we not even on our show. Everybody else's show, man. They don't. That dude's is a masterful college football coach. I think you could put him in anybody's conference, and it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, or anybody's football team, and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna bear fruit from it. So I know, given all that, I kind of just, my heart says Ole Miss just because of kind of the situation they kind of put themselves in. This locker room is still unified. Nobody has left significantly that I think outside of the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in a rematch, man, for all the marbles, I took Ole Miss.
Mm.
We're not for all the marbles, to move on.
Hey, JB, I respect that. Because they haven't had a lot of upheaval other than.
I do love the under 56.5.
Yeah,
I do love the under. So
I'm definitely going to have you on these 4 games for sure. I'm gonna see what I can make a little bit of a extra this
absolutely.
this time.
Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else I've got right now. Heavy favorites: Ohio State at plus 190.
Talk about
Indiana
this,
plus 320.
We gotta talk about your new team, man. Talk about your new team, Brandon. LSU, and this ducking and hiding schedule they got.
They didn't even crank the schedule. What are you talking about? It's Greg Sankey that cranked it.
Nah, sound like it was Jeff Landry, the damn governor. Every other year, every other year.
Out of your mouth.
Brandon, you know what? JB hates the governor.
You keep that governor's name out of your mouth, man. We play what we play what your daddy, Greg Sankey, puts out there.
Nah, that ain't gonna never happen. But listen, that doesn't make sense, man. You're evading your interconference rival every other year. That doesn't make sense.
Welcome to Oklahoma's world with Oklahoma State. What's new? Tell me something new.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Brandon. Oklahoma is Texas. That's their rival. That's why they took. That's why
played Oklahoma State longer than they played Texas. Look it up, bud.
Is it a money game? Is it a money game?
Absolutely, it's a
DCot,
money
hold
rivalry
on.
game.
Let's ask hold on. That's why we have the Bama person on here. DCot, what is the money game between Alabama and LSU? Is that not like Ohio State? Hold on, Brandon. Would Purdue not
Alabama,
never play?
Auburn's
Would
bigger.
Purdue not never play Indiana? Purdue will play Indiana in football, basketball, volleyball. They will always play them. So, like I say, ducking and hiding. That is a ducking and hiding schedule that the LSU Tigers have put together.
Let me say this. People love to say Bama and Auburn. That's not the right. We don't hate Auburn, and Auburn doesn't hate us. What Bama fans hate is LSU and Tennessee. Those are the two teams that they hate. Auburn, but Auburn's always been a little brother. They've never been a significant push. The significant push has been Tennessee and LSU. I'm just telling you. Auburn,
Nick Saban broke hearts, Brandon. He broke hearts when he went to Alabama. He won a.
He broke hearts. I'm just telling you, this is true, man. And I don't care what anybody says. We've been down there. I got family down there. It ain't Auburn. It's LSU. I got a cousin to this. If y'all look on my page, my cousin who lives down in Grenada, Mississippi. I don't care if Alabama loses a volleyball game. She's messaging me. She's not an Auburn fan. She's an LSU fan. She's a Mississippi State fan. And here's the thing. Let me give you this. Mississippi State is about 48, 49 miles roughly from Alabama, right up 82. That's a natural rivalry there. They don't fly, they bust there. The other part of that is the LSU, because LSU's had that talent and that lineage, right? So it's not Auburn. Auburn's always been the little brother. They've never been significant.
I can't wait.
So, but Brandon, listen. Hey, I love me some Lane Train, but JB's on it on there because it just hasn't been there.
Do you know they ain't ducking? They're playing what Daddy Sankey puts out there.
No, I don't listen. That dude's a power dude. I don't want to listen to that dude anyway. But I'm just telling you, LSU and Tennessee are the two teams. It's not Auburn, but it's not an Alabama decision and LSU decision. It's the scheduling. To Brandon's point, what they've got for the dynamic. Bama has Mississippi State, Auburn, and Tennessee. The SEC made the determination, not Bama or not LSU. The SEC made that because those are the three big games for them: Tennessee, Auburn, and Mississippi State, because it's such a close game. Yes, LSU is going to come around, but they know that both teams know, or both schools know, you don't want them problems every year, especially with how even the playing fields have become. If I'm a Bama fan, I'm okay with not seeing LSU every year. I'm okay with seeing Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Auburn. Hand raised. I'm okay with that.
I don't know, man. That is a little bit hypocritical of the both of you, especially when I even offered up Notre Dame. I said Notre Dame hasn't played Clemson since 2019. You both agreed that that's a shame. And now you're telling me that Tigers ain't playing. They ain't playing Alabama they playing them every other year. Okay.
We want that because you know why? Because you got two of the most talented teams in the SEC. You don't want to beating up on each other every year, especially with how tight things are now.
Thanks.
Hey, Brandon, JB's looking at me like, I'm gonna cut you tonight. I'm gonna cut you.
He's just worried he's just worried both teams will zip tie the Big Ten, I think.
Brandon, that was another thing, man. The SEC hasn't won a national championship in how many seasons, man? What's going on here? What are you talking about?
3 years.
3.
I don't understand. So what do you mean? Zip tie the Big Ten? I don't know. I don't never lie, never cheat, never steal.
But
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
Listen, we all know that the SEC is so much more superior than the Big 18. It's not funny. But you would agree with that, right, JB?
Never lie. No. Never lie. No. Never lie. Never lie. No.
The Michael Irvin.
Hey, the storm's coming. Hey, y'all, I'm in my escape window here. The storm is.
I was raised on that. I give you the Jim Harbaugh. I was raised on that.
Man, come on, JB, come on. JB, come on.
Anyway, man. Hey, man, hold on. Clip this for Hoffman, man, about these daggone Chargers.
We got to clip that. You got to clear.
He
Oh,
gonna get.
you saw he went in
We
on you,
gotta
right?
get Jim Harbaugh about to clean out. Yeah, man. This dude, listen, 11-5 is 11-5. That is very respectable. But they ain't got no heat going to the playoffs, man. So you know what I'm saying. What is everybody's gone? Bosa's gone, and these other pieces of the team is gone. And now we got a new coach, and the reign constant is Justin Herbert. Can you elevate, or are you just gonna keep us here? Sorry,
We
Hoffman.
know
I think
Justin
he,
Herbert's a fraud. You know that, JB. You and I
I
both said it. Every big game that Justin Herbert's had, what does he
overpaid.
do?
He's overpaid.
Missed the bid.
He's a little overpaid. He's a little overpaid. They're a little overpaid out there in San Diego. Sorry.
Well, it's cost of
Hey,
living
And
time.
I said San Diego.
Brandon, did you hear Isaiah today?
No, I did
Oh
not.
man, he went in sideways on JB. He was JB, you're wrong. Oh my God. He went, hey, y'all gotta go
Clip
back to it. I
Lie.
disagree. I
Never
think
cheat, never
JB's
steal.
right. I think Justin Herbert has wet the bed in every big game he's played, but for some reason, Isaiah seems to think the facts don't matter. Just saying.
He must be looking at that poster on his wall or something. I don't know, man. Got the Christmas
Damn.
lights around or something. I don't know. I did that when I was a little kid too, man. I had a Hulkamania poster that had my
Come
Christmas
on,
lights
man.
around
We
it, man.
can't say call him
But
a little kid now.
As you get, I said when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
I
But like,
think
no,
what he's
man.
saying though, Brandon, is Isaiah's a little bit of a kid too, because he's got this fascination with this guy who's
You
never
pumping him
done
up.
anything.
You pumping him up, man.
That's
It
what
looks
JB
good
is
on
saying, right,
paper.
JB?
It
Are you
looks good on
saying,
paper,
JB,
man.
Justin Herbert's never done anything? Is that kind of what you're saying, right?
I
won Rose
I
Bowl.
know that it was super critical of what they saw on paper of him coming into the league. He sure improved, but like now you in the league, they gave you the big multi-deal contract, paid him like a Josh Allen, paid him like the homie up at you know what I'm saying, the Super Bowl homie up there
He
in
won a Rose
Philadelphia.
Bowl.
And all right, man, that's good. But like, man, you got to win a playoff game, Herbert. You got to, you know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. The other coach that they had was a little flighty. You know what I'm saying? Not my words. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to coach them. And they got a coach that has taken a Stanford, that's taken a team, taken a Michigan, taken a San Francisco, taken a, you know what I'm saying? So like, what is the
Brandon's
constant?
right.
What is the issue in the room? What's the
Don't
issue
be
in the
mad about
room?
me and JB agreeing on this point. Me and JB are lockstep 100%. Ain't no muting, ain't no nothing other than facts. My man JB just brought the heat.
What's next?
I'm not fighting it. It's not my fight. It's not my battle.
Hey,
The next
Isaiah,
one,
get
where
your brother
anybody
here
would take the
next week.
coach, would the
Stop running,
coach takes how, would the coach takes Josh Herbert next year? You have to absolutely. There's always going to be somebody that say I can fix that. But like that's what Jim
Well, he got
Harbaugh's
to say his
job was
name right
to
at
fix.
least.
Yeah, what's his name?
Does Malik
Justin, not Josh.
Well, that's
does
his little
Malik
brother.
come to Indianapolis?
Huh?
Does Malik?
There's all gonna be, you know what? There's gonna be all kind
No, he
of
comes to
like
Pittsburgh.
quarterback schemes. Yeah, it's gonna be all kind of quarterback schemes. You know what I'm saying? Tied to the coach because they don't have a first round draft pick, right? Can they get back into the draft? You know what I'm saying? Potentially, if they give up some players, especially after what you're kind of gonna see. You know what I'm saying? The last game of the season. You know what I'm saying? I tip my cap to Phil Rivers. He, you know what I'm saying? He came in, he answered the call, but you have to be a little bit. You have to have a little bit
Who
more,
starts
man.
next week? Who starts next week for the Colts? My last question.
Should be Riley.
Riley Leonard.
Should be. If you're looking to the future,
should have been this week.
Should have been. I mean, but does it surprise you the Colts have fumbled this all the way? The most epic.
I had someone tell me
Wow.
that the general manager and the coach deserve another year. I'm dead serious.
I think the general manager probably gets another opportunity with another team.
Ooh.
I really do.
Please give it to another team. Please.
Well, you know what? He can say, hey, man, I worked underneath, you know what I'm saying, a unique ownership at one point. There's no way he agreed to Jeff Saturday being the head coach. Come on, man. For real.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he had to. Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the boss says Jeff Saturday's going to be the head coach, what you supposed to do? Make somebody else the head coach?
JB, did you just hear that?
What's that?
That thunder?
It already passed me, man.
Man, I guess I'm further east. Yeah, that's. I hear little feet upstairs running.
Well, we got a break, man. It's all good, man.
No, I'm
Yeah.
good. I got my lights are still on. I'm good.
We got 3 minutes left, and we got to do a hard out at 8:05.
So what do we say, fellas? Who's our national title winner for CFB this year?
Ohio State. I'm not ducking from it.
The beard goes out on top. The beard goes out on top, back to back, and he might, you know what I'm saying, grab one of these NFL jobs. I don't know. Black Monday's coming.
Mark the tape now. The winner of the Alabama-Indiana game will win the title. It'll be their toughest. It'll be their toughest game in this playoffs.
Well, go ahead and put your. Come on now. You said pick a team. You asked us for a team, so I'm going to tell you a team.
You know I'm going futures.
I need a team.
Whoever wins, man.
There's middle road DCot. There, we knew he'd come out at some point.
It's tough, man. Listen,
I'm telling you, pick one.
Man, Bloomington, Indiana,
your strongest pick.
If you put a paper clip to my finger and I had to pick a team, I'd pick the Hurrying Hoosiers out of Bloomington. I don't want to because it's so damn close. Both quarterbacks are similar. How they play is very similar.
Oh, sure.
But to JB's point, Indiana can run the ball better. But after 12 days, does Grubb figure out a way to conflict and confuse Indiana like he did against Oklahoma?
Fair enough.
I tell you what. By the way, I'm gonna be watching. And remember, we got going on Wednesday, New Year's Eve, Pacers 3:00 against Orlando.
Uh-oh.
After that, Grace College, #1 ranked NAIA team in the country. Special guest, man. Game Time Network. Y'all down? I got tickets. I ain't giving to everybody, but I want to show some love. I want to show some love to Scott Moore, who's the probably the best NAIA coach in the country.
Cool. I'll have to. Thanks for reminding me. I got to talk to the wifey. But
let me know, man.
Working a little bit.
I'm fired up, man. Hey, listen. I'm working, but don't tell my boss. Yeah, I'm gonna have my mouse mover going.
Been on the crossroads board.
Right. Exactly.
So we'll talk about it in our chat group. But real talk, fellas, cool. I would love to have you all with myself. Isaiah's gonna be there. I've got the room. Let's make it happen, man. Then we go down on the floor. We hang out. Spend some time with Scott Moore. You guys can get him on your show. Sharp dude, man.
You guys are doing a show tomorrow?
Say again?
You guys are doing a show tomorrow too?
No, because I got a lot going on tomorrow. No show tomorrow at all. We won't be back at the earliest until Tuesday. Because we won't do a show Wednesday because that's New Year's Eve. So, yeah, Tuesday will be our time. But I'd love to have you guys hanging out with me, and we can do some fun stuff.
Got it. John, my last lingering question to you, and it's a little precursor, I guess, for Isaiah. Can you just I'll give you a 30-second smack you can put back to him as he did to you today.
Straighten him out, JB.
Do you want to address him real quick in his Lakers? You have 30 seconds.
I didn't even see it. The Lakers that's over. It's over. It's over. I thought it was gonna last the whole season. It's over.
It's a wrap.
So I don't know. LeBron, he's kind of stormed out. Like I was, like
did he stomp? Did he stomp? Did you do that?
Yeah, I was like, man, I remember, man, my mother had to tell me once, stomp your feet. And like she would start laughing. Like, dude,
that was different.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then you probably got five. I probably got 5 across the eye, and then I woke up after the coma, and it never happened again. But like, I get it. You look bad, and then like defensively, they just look bad. But there's no. Listen, first of all, there should be no. I'm gonna say there's no panic, but there's no championship either. Don't panic. They can still win games, but you're not winning no championship. Sorry.
Who's out first, Redick or LeBron?
LeBron James is probably out first.
Yeah, I'd say LeBron as well. But Redick's not far from behind. All the Brian Kelly fist stomping. Yeah. Stop that phonyism, man. We ain't buying that.
Sorry, Isaiah. Isaiah's teams are just whew. to be a Cowboy, to be a Laker, to be a Yankee. I'm sure he's a Yankee fan too.
And then he's a slide in for San Diego Chargers.
Chargers. Oh my God.
Hey, he said Herbert had a good game this weekend.
Did they take the L?
They took the L. He
It wasn't
intercepted.
a good game then.
They scored
16
16 points at home.
It wasn't a good game then if you took the L.
And on top of that, it was 2 of those 6 was field goals. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Crossroads Sports, Game Time Network, college football quarterfinal preview. We'll see y'all next week.
Nothing but love. Appreciate y'all very much.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show. You can find more episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Crossroads sports content.